All the information shared in this video is available on the public platform. Nothing is discussed here which may breach the confidentiality of our armed forces. Defense Detective respects our defense forces and works only on the information that is available for public.
A flight demonstrator prototype of Russia's Su-57E stealth fighter landed at Yelahanka Air Base in Bengaluru on 6 February to participate in Aero India 2025. India is set to become the second country where Russia will showcase the Su-57E stealth fighter. In November 2024, Russia's Su-57E, the export variant of its stealth fighter, made an impressive debut at the China International Aviation and Aerospace Exhibition in Zhuhai. Russia showcased two Su-57 aircraft at the airshow. One performed aerial demonstrations, while the other was displayed statically. During the event, Rosoboronexport, Russia's state arms exporter, announced the signing of initial contracts to deliver the Su-57E to unnamed foreign clients. Honored test pilot and hero of Russia Sergei Bogdan will pilot the Su-57E 054 during demonstration flights in Bengaluru, presenting an updated flight display sequence. Aero India visitors will also have the opportunity to fly the Su-57E interactive simulator, which incorporates virtual reality elements. UAC CEO Vadim Badekha says, India is a long-standing strategic partner, operating a significant amount of Russian equipment. We are ready to continue the long history of successful cooperation between our countries in the development of new generations of aviation equipment. Alexander Mikheev, Director General of Rosoboronexport, says, Rosoboronexport proposes the all-round development of cooperation on the Su-57E project. Among our proposals are the supply of ready-made aircraft, the organization of their joint production in India, as well as assistance in the development of an Indian fifth-generation fighter. In early 2010, the two countries agreed to base the FGFA on the prototype T-50 design, now the Su-57. The FGFA was intended to be a twin-seat variant of the Su-57, incorporating IAF-specific customizations. The formal agreement for FGFA development was signed on 21 December 2010 and included a preliminary design (PD) contract worth $295 million. Under the PD contract, Indian engineers underwent 20 training courses to familiarize themselves with the aircraft. This training was completed in July 2011. However, the project made no further headway, reportedly due to disagreements over costs, India's work share, the extent of technology transfer, (TOT), and delivery schedules. Reports also suggested that the Indian Air Force, IAF, had concerns regarding the inability of the aircraft to supercruise with its Stage 1 engine and its lack of all-aspect stealth. In July 2018, India's Defence Minister Nirmala Sitharaman told the press, in February, it was conveyed to the Russians that they could go ahead with developing the fighter without us. But the option remains, and we could well go back at a later stage and ask to buy the fighter. The latest Su-57 variant is now equipped with IL-51 Stage 2 engines, which facilitate supercruise. The new engine produces 11 tons of dry thrust and 17.5 tons in afterburner, compared to the earlier IL-41F1 engine, which generated 9 tons dry and 14.5 tons in afterburner. This significant increase in thrust allows the Su-57 to supercruise at speeds of up to Mach 1.6. Some Russian sources claim that the Su-57 is now the fastest supercruise fighter, capable of sustained flight near Mach 2 without using afterburners. Additionally, the Stage 2 engine enhances the aircraft's stealth capabilities. It features a serrated exhaust nozzle, also known as a chevron nozzle, which modifies the temperature distribution and shape of the exhaust plume. This design reduces the fighter's infrared, IR, and radar signature, making it harder to detect and track. Russia is already developing a twin-seat variant of the Su-57 to meet its pilot training requirements as well as for Loyal Wingman UKAV operations. If India chooses to reboot the FGFA program, it would benefit from this twin-seat variant without having to fund its development. Since India put its FGFA participation on hold, Russia has not only improved the Su-57 but also operationally tested the stealth fighter, first in Syria and later in Ukraine. Additionally, Russia has completed the development of a range of weapon systems designed to fit into the aircraft's internal weapon base. There have been indications of India's renewed interest in the FGFA program. Prior to Prime Minister Narendra Modi's visit to Russia in July 2024 for a summit with Russian President Vladimir Putin, Bloomberg reported, citing sources, that the summit agenda included restarting discussions on the joint development of a fifth-generation fighter aircraft, FGFA. Perhaps the strongest hint of India's renewed interest in the Su-57 comes from the fact that the country has not shown interest in the US F-35 stealth fighter despite the growing stealth threat from across India's northern and western borders. Both Indian adversaries, China and Pakistan, have committed to the large-scale deployment of stealth fighters. The PLAF is rapidly expanding its Chengdu J-20 stealth fighter bomber inventory. The PAF has plans to acquire the Chinese Shenyang J-31 stealth fighter in significant numbers. There are also reports that Turkey and Pakistan plan to jointly establish a factory for the production of the Khan fighter jet. At the 8th meeting of the Pak-Turkish Industrial Expo, representatives from 32 institutions reportedly finalized plans for an Ankara-Islamabad partnership to manufacture the under-development stealth fighter. By 2030, the PLAF could potentially field around 300 J-20 stealth fighter bombers, while the PAF may have around 30 J-31 stealth fighters.